cold weather prep for our first real cold. And I'm not gonna lie, it's awkward to stand around here and video myself. I struggle with this stuff. I don't really have the confidence to walk around just video and everything, but I don't have like exposed plumbing under here. It's all under plastic liner. We'll show it's insulated. But I got some low point drains, so I got some pipe insulation I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna wrap the faucet, walk around here and we'll look at this.
All the things.
This whole thing is actually heated, so it doesn't really freeze. I was thinking about putting a 5-gallon bucket over this, but I saw mixed reviews about this part of this heated hose has like a sensor that needs to be in the cold. So then I'm worried, like, if I put a bucket over it, well, then it's warm in here, so this thing thinks it can cut off. I don't know. I need to do some research, but so I'm gonna wrap this and probably put some tinfoil over it too. That should work. I'm not really worried about drains because there's no water in there or anything.
You should probably say how cold it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
While we're worried.
Yeah, for those that may be in a more southern climate, like everybody knows there's like this polar vortex winter science stuff is happening, but it's supposed to get what, like it's low teens. The real feel is going to feel like 2 or something.
Well, one is supposed to be 9, so wind chill
9 degrees. Yeah, so it's going to
1 or 2
feel like it's 1 or 2 degrees. So the wind, it's supposed to be bad too, like 8 to 19 miles per hour winds with 45-mile-an-hour gusts. So I'm going to take painter's tape, run it along here all the way around the camper, come around the turns. I've got insulated concrete blankets. Come over here, we'll show you that. Are you filming that? I'll cut that out. This is, so before I became jobless, I had a great job in sales. I used to sell these by the truckload. It's a space age blanket. That sounds cool. Really, it's just a tarp with a little bit of insulation in here. It's a double-sided tarp with a little bit of insulation. It's for pouring concrete in cold weather. You put it over top of the concrete, keep some of that heat in so it don't freeze. But
so we're gonna say what it's called skirting a camper. So we're gonna wrap it around the bottom.
Yeah, today is the 20th, so it's Wednesday before Christmas. The cold weather is coming Friday night and all through the weekend. And then we leave right after Christmas to Tennessee next Sunday. We may leave Thursday if we wind up going to Good Evening Ranch. So we're going to set all this up only to have to take it right back down to pack up and leave. And then when we get to Tennessee, where we're going to stay for a month, I'm going to need to set it right back up more than likely. I've got the other camera on the tripod over there. So we'll have a little V-roll. But that's my plans. We'll see how that works out for single-digit cold in a camper that's not meant to camp in single-digit weather. So here we go. Well, my wife had the bright idea to do this part before we go all the way around, so I don't have to crawl the length of the camper, which is great.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. Putting some firewood. I folded the blanket. I'm sure on video this just looks like a tarp. I know, but this thing has got like bubble wrap inside it. It's insulated. Anyways, folding it under itself, and then we're gonna have some serious wind, so putting some firewood down to hold everything in place so it doesn't just blow. Because that's the main thing, is I want to stop the air from blowing under here. But if you look, well, we're under a slide right now, and it gets cold in the slides, especially right here.
This is the slide I work in, and it gets cold.
Yeah, in a minute we'll show you the belly, like the actual belly. Let's face it, campers are built like crap. It's not insulated well. We all know this. So these are steps to try and keep us from having a headache right before we move to Tennessee. Ow, boy, my knees don't take crawling around. Even though lately I've been doing HVAC work, which I really enjoy after working a corporate job for so many years. But I like problem solving and stuff.
He does come home a lot happier.
Yeah, boy, I don't miss I didn't know how much my job was taken out of me and taken away from my family and just taking away my joy in my personal life. That's a subject for another video. Oh, it's a rainy mess today. So yesterday we got all that, what you saw. That's where I stopped. That's exhaust pipe for the truck. I'm gonna extend it a little more, but I'm gonna close that up. Got to go buy another tarp, which is gonna happen shortly. But here's what I did with this. It's got tinfoil, and I took that pipe insulation that I showed you, wrapped it up real good, put tinfoil on it. If it's true that this has a sensor or whatever, yeah, that's warm. It's still exposed, but then the tarp covers my stinky slinky and all the heated hose that runs back there. Covered the hose, so I wrapped the hose connection, wrapped it, taped it, and covered it with all of this, which I think will help a lot. So it's supposed to feel like -2 degrees Friday from 7 p.m. to Saturday around 9 a.m. And this is not a Four Seasons camper like I mentioned, so it is not. Let's see, I gotta get some propane. Oh yeah, I got plenty in that one, but that one is empty. So what I'm gonna do is get through the night with that one, and then tomorrow I'll fill them both up. So before the cold gets here, I got 2 tanks. And for those curious, I do only run 1 tank at a time. And when that one runs out, I just flip the valve to the other one. If you put it on both and you run out, that's a bad problem. Proof that I own a different hat and a different hoodie. I actually had a different hoodie on yesterday, and I have a jacket on today. We got Lindsay doing some craft stuff. So we're bracing for the cold, and yeah, like I said, like single digit, like it's gonna feel like -2. So that'll be it for this video, and we'll update you the morning of the cold and see how things go. See if we have water or not. Because I'm not gonna leave my water running. I disagree with that. We'll see how that pans out, and then I'll let you know my reasoning. We'll update you after the cold.